The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Wall Street Journal took their turn at deconstructing Harry and Meghan, writing, "The subject of endless rumours and gossip, the couple felt qualified to tackle the thorny topic of misinformation. A documentary would cement Harry and Meghan as serious creative types and help shed their reputation as exiles from the House of Windsor, trading family dirt for eyeballs." A team assigned to the job at the pair's Los Angeles-based production company Archwell had questions for H&M, as the Sussexes are known to their employees. Would the misinformation project be a feature film or a series? Who would host it? Would it be historical or contemporary? Would Harry or Meghan appear in it? Would Meghan discuss her bitter history with British tabloids? And if not, who would want to watch? The couple had few answers, according to people familiar with the inner workings of Archwell and Harry and Meghan's deals with streamers. The misinformation documentary soon met the fate of other Archwell projects and faded away. Archwell employees and associates say the company often lacks direction and that its founders at times seem surprised by the work required to finish entertainment projects. Most potential initiatives, they said, follow a similar route: big idea, subpar execution. The documentary opened the Sussexes up to criticism, including the moment when Meghan said she didn't expect to curtsy before the Queen. Archwell employees felt the future of their Netflix deal hinged on the documentary's success, and the project created tension inside the company. Harry and Meghan weighed in on edits, though at times were overruled, people involved in the project said. Following up has proven difficult. Their second Netflix video project, a docuseries called Live to Lead, about global leaders and activists, failed to reach the streamer's list of top 10 shows. Harry and Meghan are also developing a TV show for Netflix called Bad Manners, based on Miss Havisham, a Charles Dickens character from Great Expectations. The prequel would recast the lonely spinster as a strong woman living in a patriarchal society, though it is unclear whether the show will get a green light from Netflix. PR expert Edward Coram James tells the Daily Star the only undisputed major media successes that the Sussexes have seen in the past few years have been scandal-led. A tell-all hit piece against the royal family in their Netflix docuseries, followed by a scandal-ridden expose in Harry's book Spare. The problem is that many only tuned into these out of voyeurism in the same way that many watch Celebrity Big Brother. They love to see the inner workings of celebrity, especially when scandal is involved, but the Sussexes have probably run out of road in this scandal space. Put simply, there's probably not much more to reveal, and even if there were, it's likely that the public will have lost interest, he added before signing off. Royal expert Tom Bauer believes at the end of it they sabotaged themselves. They shot themselves in the foot by being so controversial. I think this is what people at Dior and other corporations fear. They don't want to be associated with that sort of controversy. PR expert Chad Teixeira said, "Reputation recovery can be a challenging process, particularly in the public eye. It is clear that Meghan has the potential to rebuild and strengthen her brand. However, doing so will require careful strategy and a clear, consistent message that resonates with her audience. By aligning herself with brands that match her ethos and finding a relatable niche, she can start rebuilding her damaged brand. This is a crucial time for her to capitalize on her current position, as interest could potentially fizzle out if she does not take the right steps." Palace Intrigue will be right back. Hey, I want to introduce you to a new sponsor, and you know we love our sponsors here at Palace Intrigue. Let me tell you about AG1, a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports your whole body health. And stay with me on how you can get a really sweet deal just for Palace listeners. I gave AG1 a try because it's one easy-to-mix drink I have every morning, and it's packed with 75 vitamins, probiotics, and whole food-sourced nutrients. I was tired of taking all the pills and supplements, and with AG1, it's all there in one easy drink. Makes me feel like I have more energy, better gut health. It's even healthier for skin and hair, and it tastes great. Plus, AG1 is delivered every month, so it's easy to make it a daily habit. With their travel packs, you never miss a day. Just mix it with ice-cold water and you're set. It's that simple. If you want to take ownership of your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. It's a pretty sweet deal. Just go to drinkag1.com/palace. That's drinkag1.com/palace. With AG1, taking good care of my health is that simple. Check it out, drinkag1.com/palace.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Corinne.
We host the podcast Pop Fiction Women,
where we deep dive into the best books, TV, and movies,
as well as the women creating them.
So who are we?
Corinne is a lawyer who worked on Wall Street. She loves psychological thrillers that keep her guessing and has a soft spot for messy women trying to break cycles of addiction and self-sabotage.
And Kate is a litigator who worked at some of the top international law firms. She loves romantic comedies that keep her swooning and has a soft spot for the ice queens who learn to let their heart lead over their heads.
We cover a range of content like When Harry Met Sally, Fleabag, Yellow Jackets, Normal People, and Tell Me Lies.
And we also interview your favorite authors like Emily Giffin, Tia Williams, and Rebecca Searle.
Where we always ask the most important question of all, what's your sign?
Subscribe or follow Pop Fiction Women wherever you get podcasts.
Kate and William visited Eton College last week, and Yahoo reports many experts and fans alike think this move may be much more strategic than anyone thought. Experts notice that the school is extremely close to a royal residence the pair have had their eyes on for quite some time, Windsor Castle. According to the Daily Mail's Richard Kay's essay for the Daily Mail, he believes there are two possibilities as to why they chose William's alma mater over Kate's alma mater of Marlborough College. The first possibility is that they're trying to ensure Charles and George have a similar bond that William did to Elizabeth. Kay's opinion, Eton's proximity to Windsor Castle allowed William to spend precious time with his grandmother, the late Queen. The two would often meet for tea in her private apartments, and these occasions became vital staging posts, not just on his road to maturity, but also in his education in the role of the monarchy. Might William be hoping that in time King Charles will offer his grandson the same kind of tutorials he enjoyed? Or could he and Kate even be planning to move into the castle themselves? It is entirely possible. Royal author Tom Quinn tells the Daily Beast, "It is not surprising that the kids are probably being sent to Eton, and it just shows the weight of tradition and expectation in the royal family. Royal child rearing hasn't changed much in 650 years. Basically, they get someone else to do it for them and try to make their children grow up and mature as quickly as possible while seeing very little of them. But the Cambridge children are different in that their mother is the first royal mother to have had a warm and affectionate childhood. But even Kate can't escape all the royal traditions, and now it looks like they will eventually be sent to boarding school after all." Diana used to jokingly say, "I wonder what would happen if I sent the boys to Holland Park Comprehensive. There was not really much choice. It's a bit like everything to do with royal life. It's like being in British jail, Wormwood Scrubs, just with golden taps." I have heard that Kate has been very good at both accepting the way the system works, but also slightly subversively modifying it. She insisted that William was involved in bedtime, reading to the kids and bathing them, and they split the school run. She doesn't like the press attention or the children, but having not suffered it herself as a child, she has less emotional attitude. She believes she can control it in such a way that they will not be damaged by it, and to be fair, it has worked. The paparazzi don't hang around the school gates anymore. They are allowed some freedom. The child most in danger from life in the gilded cage is Louis. My sources say George is already treated differently, not by his parents, but by other people, and that Louis seems to play up to get attention. Louis already seems remarkably like Harry, the Joker, and it may be that he will struggle as much as Harry did to find a role in the royal family. Author Christopher Anderson told the Daily Beast, "Everything hinges on what the parents do to offset the sense of being special that history has bestowed upon George, Charlotte, and Louis. The sad truth is that Elizabeth II and Prince Philip were lousy parents. The king has described his mother as cold, aloof, and as unfeeling, and his father as a bully. In contrast to the way she treated Charles and Anne, which was largely to ignore them, Elizabeth doted on, pampered, and indulged Andrew and Edward, in Andrew's case especially. The results are painfully obvious." William and Kate stand in strong contrast to the king's parents. They are very much hands-on and doing their very best not to spoil them. Kate is obviously largely to be thanked for this. Don't forget, she is truly the very first commoner destined to be queen. She is descended from coal miners, and her mother, a former flight attendant, grew up partly in public housing. You can see in a way that they actually seem to be paying close attention to the children, unlike the royal parents that have preceded them. That William and Kate aren't about to let them get away with anything. They are disciplining their kids, but they are doing it with love. I hope the three will turn out relatively unspoiled. Of course, history takes some bizarre, even grotesque turns, so who really knows? The bottom line is that William and Kate are doing their level best to keep their offspring's feet planted firmly on the ground. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalacintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, or your app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.